in 2 weeks. It's a little crazy. Normally, it would take any group of people to put on a show months of practice, but we did it in 7 days. I only had to get for a few hours each afternoon, and what we attempted to do was a play by William Shakespeare. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of a person named William Shakespeare. Oh my gosh, there's so many smart people in here. Excellent. Now, he lived 400 years ago. A lot of people consider him to be one of the greatest playwrights of all time. Raise your hand if you've heard of the play called Romeo and Juliet. Excellent. I'm going to give you a little bit of a description of the story so that you can understand it. Before I do that, I do want to remind everyone to put your phones on silent or vibrate, and to also try to be quiet during the show. If somebody's having a problem, like a baby or whatever, you can step out. It's important so that you can hear them on stage. They're speaking Shakespeare. It's 400-year-old language. It's hard enough to understand without the distraction of people talking next to you. So just try to be respectful of the actors and respectful of the people around you, and we all should have a great time. So now I'd like to ask, and let's get a round of applause as I bring out our actors. Please go to your place. Takes place in a city called Verona in Italy hundreds and hundreds of years ago. In Italy, there are two very important and wealthy families. We have the Capulets, they wear blue, and the Montagues. Now, the Capulets and the Montagues have hated each other for hundreds of years. They don't get along. They fight constantly. And the prince and the princess have said, no more fighting, or else you will have to die. They will hang them in the city center. So they've strictly enforced this rule. However, the fighting still happens. No one ever dies. They just sword fight. It's fun. The Capulet parents, Lord and Lady Capulet, and their beautiful daughter and only child, Juliet. And then we have Lord and Lady Montague and their very nice son, Romeo. The Montague boys, him and all his friends, decide to crash a Capulet party. They sneak in. They're not invited, but they sneak in, and it's there that Romeo and Juliet fall in love. They're not supposed to be together. Their families hate each other. And so Juliet's nanny or nurse and the friars help them get together and get married secretly, hoping that it will help the families to get along better. Just the day after they get married secretly, there's a big fight in the city center between Tybalt, his friends, and Mercutio and all of his friends. And in the end of the fight, Mercutio dies by Tybalt's hand, and Tybalt then dies by Romeo's hand because Mercutio was his best friend. The prince and the princess come out. They're so angry, they banish Romeo. They send him away to another town. He can never come back again. The nurse comes and tells Juliet this awful news. She's so sad, and just then her parents come in and tell her that they're going to make her marry the very rich and very fancy Paris. She does not want to marry him. So she runs to the friars to ask them for help, and they come up with a plan that they think will work. They say, here, take this potion. It will make you look dead for 24 hours, and everyone will think you're dead. They'll have a funeral for you, and then I will send a letter to Romeo in the town he's banished to, and he'll come and get you, and you guys can go off and live happily ever after and be on your own. But Friar John is supposed to get the letter to Romeo, and he never gets the letter. He hears from his friend Abraham that she's dead, so Romeo gets a poison himself. And he goes to the tomb where she's lying asleep, looking dead but not really dead. He thinks she's dead, and he drinks the poison just as she's waking up. And he dies. And she sees him dying, and she can't take it. That's the love of her life. She takes his sword, and she kills herself right there. The word spreads really fast, and all the families come out, wake up in the middle of the night, come to the tomb, and the parents, the Montagues and the Capulets, realize why were they fighting for all these years, and this anger, this hatred that they don't even know why. They ended up losing their only child. child because of it. They learned an awful lesson, and the price they paid was their child's death. So a huge lesson is learned in this. And the true story is that Lord Capulet then raises a statue in her honor, and the Capulets and Montagues did get along after that, but it was at the death of their own children that it happened. This is a very sad, tragic love story you're about to see. It starts very happy, but ends very sad. And so now, without further ado, I present to you Weems Elementary, PLN, and City Heart's production of Romeo and Juliet.
Close your lady widow of a tribe, Senor Placencio and his nieces, my uncle Capulet and his wife and daughters, my family's Livia, Senor Placencio and his cousin Tibble.
My master is a great rich.
A fair assembly, whither should they come?
My master is a great rich Catholic. If you be not of the house of Montague,
Huh? No.
I pray coming in a cup of wine. Rest, Mary.
Rescue Mary.
Rest, Mary.
Rescue Mary.
Rescue.
Let us sneak it. Let us sneak into this Capulet ball.
Tell me, daughter Juliet, I stand your dispositions to be married. It is an honor that I dream not of. Well, think of marriage now. The valley of prayer seeks you for his love. Oh, man, no lady, such a man. What say you? Can you love the gentleman? I'll look to like you, looking like you move. Madam, no. Madam, no. Madam, the guest should come. It's right to the Capulet ball. Brother Montague. I'm lusty gentleman. Welcome, gentlemen, ladies, are considered place. No Montague so far. What lady is that? I know not, Sir Romeo. All she doth teach the torches to burn bright. This by his voice should be a Montague. Why? Why how mouse can man before the start his song? Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe. Young Romeo, is it? 'Tis he that little Romeo. Let him alone. Am I the master here? You go to your softy boy. Fine!
If I profane with my worthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle finenesses, my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stands and me that rough touches the his.
Good pilgrim, you do blame your hands too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints do have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss. You kiss by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you. What is your mother?
Your mother is the lady of this house.
She is a Capulet?
What is yon gentleman? His name is Romeo and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy. My only love sprung from my only hate.
But stop! What light through yonder window breaks? Is it the east and Juliet is a son, or